We'll see if there's anybody, but I don't know, man.
Well, either way, I'm just gonna chill and kill some camps, I guess.
Yeah, the bears are still like, surprising enough, nobody's kind of doing that many bears. I haven't seen that much competition on the bears. But yeah, even if you do bears, there's like nobody to really trade with, so the drops are kind of irrelevant. Most of the time, you need the. Although they do drop recipes, T3 recipes, so. Yeah, kind of depends.
Yeah, and gold and. I don't know. I think it's just about gathering resources for when the content patch comes around, and maybe people come back and yeah.
That's what I'm doing as well, pretty much just gathering resources. Now, the main resources I'm gathering is the purples. Like the basic materials to create like rune chips and all that. And the purple kits, T2 purple kits. And the occasional like purple material if I can.
Stride on.
Oh damn! I logged out in the swamp. Shit.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Wiggsy. I don't know if you read the what do you call it? The announcement that the devs did for the upcoming content patch.
I see it. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the new stuff as well in it. I was looking at the runes, the weapons, the stuff.
Yeah.
Very
So one
interesting.
thing that they mentioned, which I noticed, is that they're gonna remove Yaga, and Yaga is gonna be one of the bosses in the prison island.
I mean, okay.
So
Sure.
the thing is, that means that that's the level of bosses that's gonna be in the prison island.
So magical bullshit.
No, no, no.
Damage.
No, no, no. What I was thinking that maybe the prison island is gonna be a place where you go in like in Dark and Darker, like you go in naked and you get the gear there.
No,
But
no, 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 no. They
if
will allow you to get gear.
yeah, if NPCs are gonna be at that level, then there's no way you can go in without gear.
I mean, they said they're gonna be a PvE instance of it, so you don't have to go into fully PvP instance. There's gonna be two separate ones, so PvE and PvP.
Yeah, but even the PvE one, if the mobs are Yaga level, then you're gonna need to go in with at least tier 2s.
Yeah, just you're gonna go in with full tier 3.
Well, you're gonna lose them if you die.
Don't think so.
Yes,
In PvP you're gonna lose them, I think, but
not
in PvE maybe not.
in PvE too, man. It's the same rule set. You
Is it?
die, you're out.
Well, shit.
Exactly.
No, I mean, Yaga is gonna be hard to tank.
And Yaga's gonna be just one of the bosses.
Yeah, I don't know about I mean, as long as it depends on how the bosses are tuned, pretty much. But yeah, if you die and lose all your stuff, then it's gonna be hard. Even in the PvE instance, I thought that only in the PvP instance you're gonna lose all your stuff because
No,
people are gonna kill you.
I'm pretty sure that it's the same rules for the PvE one too.
Yeah, but you're dying to mobs, you're not dying to people.
Yeah, still, you die, you're out.
That's gonna be hard with the balance in this game.
Yep.
Huh. Well, then we're gonna have to go in with like T2 overclock then. That's the best I can think of.
Yeah, or tier 2 purples. Because, I mean, yeah, you have upgrade kits now, so you can upgrade them to purple, and I guess you can get some decent gear. But, yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Yep. Now, you can probably go to tier 3 as well. It's just much more expensive. The purple mats and stuff are not that hard to come by. Like, they're fairly easy to come by. I think I have 20 of each. Actually, not 20 of each, but I do have like 10 of each. 10 of each purple, at least 10 of each purple mat.
Yeah, and
Myself,
maybe just
so-
get basic ones, like
And you do
white.
get quite a lot of them just by disassembling. Don't need to farm even. You just disassemble stuff and you get them.
Fear my steps. My tread unflagging.
But yeah, that's one of the issues. It's gonna be expensive and you're gonna die very easily to mobs.
Yep.
Especially if they're level 20. I don't think, well, kind of depends. You're gonna feel very, very squishy though. Even the tanks are gonna feel squishy. And the most problematic, the ones that are gonna die the most are the tanks and the healers.
All right.
Because the tanks are forced to stay in melee and the healers get one-shotted. Otherwise, if you don't get one-shotted, you're not doing the build that you need to do the glass cannon build that gives you the most healing.
Dude, you're forgetting about the melee DPS. Like me.
I mean, yeah. But if you have a tank, assumably, if I keep aggro, then you shouldn't have a problem. Of course, if I die, you die after, but hey. Then both of us can blame the healer. Classics. Classics.
Yep.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's oof, I really don't want to see that. Losing all the gear. Even on PvP, PvE instance. PvP I can understand because you get PvP, you die, you lose everything, right? That's fine. That's a harsh punishment as well. Because even if you respawn there's no point. You respawn with 0 stuff on you. So if you respawn, you just die again. Immediately after.
Well, you don't respawn. You don't respawn in the instance.
Oh, you don't? You just lose everything and that's
Yeah,
it?
when you
You're out?
die, you're out. So
shit.
the instance finishes for you.
Man, that's sucky. The amount of grind needed.
Fortunate indeed. That's mine. My footsteps are death.
Jesus Christ, the prices on some of these talents are fucking ridiculous. 62 purple kits plus 2 talent fragmenters for one fucking talent. Jesus.
Wait, did you say 62?
Yeah, 62 purple plus 2 talent fragmenters, which also cost you to make like, well, one mana and one dragon shell each to make. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
For honor and glory.
Oh man, I think the bears are dead.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, there was a group waiting for Bear 1 to respawn, and I just checked the last one, and it's dead.
Straight on.
Why are people upset about the jumping thing? Isn't that a good thing? Because it seems to be working pretty good.
But yeah, the prices are a bit too high on this. I don't know how people are valuing it this high. For the T2 purples, they're 60 skulls apparently, 50 to 60 skulls. They're not worth that much. Not anymore at least. They were maybe in the past worth that much, but not right now.
For the
Although, to be
tier 2
honest,
artifacts, you mean?
Yeah, no, T2 purple kit. I believe that's a bit too expensive, but hey. Who knows?
So, Arkani, I was asking you about, I think you were AFK. Why are people upset about the jumping thing?
Because if you hold, generally how I play, for example, I hold right mouse button I hold it to go over, like to move, instead of clicking, because it's easier. What this does is, if there is a small bump in the road, it's gonna force my character to jump over it. And generally, this either like depositions me when it comes to a boss. For example, Envy, if there is a small bump in the road, makes me jump over the bump, being too far away from the boss, or into the boss, or like makes me jump continuously when I try to move around them. Not good.
But when you hold right mouse button, it doesn't work. It doesn't automatically jump. So I just tried it. So if you just hold right mouse button, I get stuck and my character doesn't jump.
With every step, I'm stronger. I know the way.
But yeah, still think this is way too expensive at the moment. Just way too expensive for the talents extractions. They need to either it's just everything to make the talents is way too expensive at the moment.
Yeah, this is their philosophy. Grind is good.
Yeah, but grind like extreme grind is not good. That's the problem. You want to have a sweet spot of grinding where it feels nice. But yeah, I feel like it's too much grinding. Still, I am curious to see how they're gonna do the end of the month stuff.
If they're not gonna postpone it again.
If they don't postpone it again, which it's a big if, because this company is all over the place.
Let's do it.
But yeah, do you need anything, by the way? Any trading done or anything like that? I don't even know what I need anymore. I mean, I need a skulls, but I don't want to farm the fucking things.
No, to be honest, I don't. Yeah, I'm in the same situation. I don't know what I need.
The march of progress.
I'm just gonna refrain from spending anything until the patch comes out.
Fear my steps.
But yeah, I think a better way to trade this will be to trade talent for talent. A talent I need for a talent you need, for example. Because that one, it's a one-to-one trade and you don't have to involve all the other bullshit. Instead of doing it like this is like a worst way to do it, pretty much, because everybody wants to make a profit, but
Well, it's gonna be pretty hard to find someone that needs what you have.
actually it's not that hard, because eventually you're gonna get, like, for example, there's a lot of talents that are good in the assassin tree, and I don't use the assassin tree. So
A lot of this would be fixed by having an auction house.
yeah. A lot of this will be fixed in having more players as well that trade. So you have more variety. The
Yeah,
prices will go down because there's more players to farm the stuff, or more players trying to farm the stuff at least. The prices will go down and people can actually advance. Now there is a few players that pretty much trade everything at 10x prices, and you are forced to either farm them yourself or buy from the players that trade it
yeah,
at
yeah.
10x prices. Meaning you are not really getting anything done. No competition means market stagnation, so yeah, you have no other choices. But still, it's still not as bad as it could have been. I was expecting the game to be a lot more dead than it is right now. So there is like maybe 40 to 50 players each night playing, maybe.
Jesus, only 40 to 50, really? That is
Kind of.
really, really low, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's more than this on EU at least.
Oh my god. Well, one of the deers is up, at least.
I'm on my way.
Oh shit! Where the hell did you come from?
The legend is written. What's that? I'd rather have a car.
But yeah, let's see. What else is going on in the market?
Which direction do I choose?
How is the bear hunting going?
They're all dead.
There is the corpse.
Yes.
So that means probably about past 20, or let's say past 15. You have to be there. You're at first one. Once you figure out the timers, the bears are very easy to do. Like I did multiple of them, like daily. You can do multiple of them daily, multiple runs of them daily, because generally by the time you finish the run, the bears are up again, so you can do them continuously.
Oh, this is
Onward.
Did they nerf the loot that you get from chests?
Nope. You're just getting unlucky, probably.
I'm getting a lot of chests without any loot in them, just the gold.
Yep, I saw that happening as well. But when they actually give loot, they do give this the, I guess, updated amount of loot. But yeah.
With each step, I rise. The march of progress.
So yeah, you're gonna have to wait a bit for the bears respawn.
Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna kill like 2 more camps and then, I don't know, go watch a movie or something.
Yeah, there's like not much to do, sadly. There's like
Yep.
nobody. Well, I mean, there is a few of them looking for group.
For honor and
I guess you can try that.
Uh,
Oh yeah, not that much more to do than just wait for the patch. When the patch drops, hopefully at the end of this month, there's gonna be a lot to do. There's gonna be like a lot to do. Like T3 weapons are gonna be like a big deal. Looks like they also fixed like all the specific slots give you something now. The socket bonuses are also fixed there, so they give something. Although,
oh my god, you realize there's gonna be a ton of extra grind.
yeah, of course there's gonna be a ton of them because you probably want the attack speed one. I don't remember exactly what was in the post, but there is a few good ones and there is like garbage. So yeah, you're gonna have to pretty much grind it, at least if there is a way to reroll the socket types, then maybe not. You're gonna have to grind those items to reroll the socket types, but at least you're not gonna have to remake the whole fucking weapon from the beginning. Imagine that.
Knowing this company, I don't think there's gonna be anything to reroll the socket, the sockets.
Oh yeah, so what else was in the post, by the way? There was a shit ton of... Actually, I want to go over the post.
The skills on the artifacts.
Let's see, was it on Corepunk?
You know, the fact that you can slot skills on the artifacts.
Oh yeah, the skills. The skills are gonna be the same fucking shitfest as the... Oh, actually no, there's not gonna be the same
As the
shitfest
talents.
because it's gonna be a lot easier to create, I think. Unless those are gonna only appear on T3. If they're only gonna appear on T3 weapons, overclocked T3 weapons, it's gonna be like a shitfest again.
No, not the weapons, man. The ones on the artifacts.
Well, there is also the ones on the weapons.
I can't remember what the... yeah, but the ones on the weapons are passives, right? They're not...
Yeah, but you can still extract them.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, definitely.
So you're gonna have to grind to get the, as you do right now, grind to get to make overclock T3, and then like get lucky, get a few talents that fit your class. Hopefully the talents on the actual weapons give you talents only for like specific classes, or like if you are I don't know how this is gonna work though, because you can select any type of talent tree. So they're gonna probably, the talents are gonna give you like stuff for every single fucking class. Oh no, the weapon talents, no, they can't, because if you're a legionnaire they cannot give you talents, or they shouldn't be able to give you talents for other classes, because you're a legionnaire and it's a legionnaire weapon, so it should only be legionnaire type of weapon masteries only, not talents, weapon masteries, right? They should have the
That makes
associated
sense.
weapon
Yeah.
masteries. They can't just give you for other fucking things. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's still gonna be a shit ton of grind, regardless.
Yep.
Because some of them are actually good, although the pool of weapon masteries are much smaller than the pool of talents you can get. It's gonna still be like a bit of rerolling. So that's also gonna be a grind to get the correct battle masteries or weapon masteries for your build. So it's gonna be more grind, but the sockets are gonna be the most grinding part. And apart of that, what did they say they introduced? I saw a lot of the runes get remade or have been changed, so that's interesting. Looks like the rune economy is gonna be in full swing again.
Yeah, that's gonna be balancing hell, to be honest, with the active runes, the ones that give you extra skills.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna balance that, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna? You cannot balance the simple classes at the moment properly, and you're trying to balance all that stuff together. There's definitely gonna be overpowered stuff in there. Like, I looked at a few of them only, I think, and I saw some really bullshit combinations with the runes. So I don't know, man. Also, some of the like some of the not the chips, the weapon masteries that you can get, that the upgrades for them are really, really potent as well. Mainly linear, but still. Like, some of them are really potent, some of them are like garbage. So yeah.
Welcome, Carbon
And
Unit.
apart that, is there anything else in there that I missed out? Don't think so. I think that's all. I think they haven't modified the chips, have they? Only the runes?
Yeah, I can't remember.
They also modified the. Also modified the T3 consumables.
Well, did they modify them or did they just add new?
No, they completely changed them.
Oh yeah, they changed it.
The T3s are completely reworked, and they are now actually worth maybe crafting. Well, at least some of them are worth crafting. They're also very convoluted, very intricate way that they work, which kind of makes the basic T1 and T2 consumables feel like they're out of place, because you have like T1 and T2 are like very easy to understand, like very plain buffs, and then the T3 is like convoluted as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make much sense. They should be like, maybe tier 1s should be very easy to understand, and then tier 2 should be more complex or more niche use case, and then T3 should be like a lot more complex, a lot more interesting usage. They should be like a linear gradual increase in complexity and I guess other stuff. Doesn't make any sense to have them like jump from like 0% to 100% complexity. But we'll see. Maybe they modified other ones as well. I believe that's everything in the post, right? Let me have a look. So yeah, there is the consumables, which I guess, as I said, they look very good. But like they changed them because they feel like, not very good. Otherwise, there's the runes. Still, like I feel like they're overcomplicating this shit way too much at the moment.
That's my feeling too.
Like this is way too overcomplicated, overly grindy bullshit that you're gonna need to. Well, let's take it to the process. Like let's try to create a T3. Well, first of all, you're gonna have to do some research and choose the T3 that's gonna fit your build, your class, etc. Right? That's one for new players to get into. Two, you're gonna have to decide if your T3 is gonna be max rolled or random rolled. That's more grinding as well, right? And three, you're gonna have to decide if your T3 is gonna be upgraded, overclocked, or simple, and you're planning to add the talents further into the game or add the talents later to make it forged, and you have to deal with the durability as well. So there is another decision, right? Let's go to 4 now. Now, after all that, you have to slot in your talents. You're gonna have to create the talents that you want, assuming you go forged, for example. If not, you're gonna have to reroll those talents until you get the talents that you want. And rerolling wise, you're gonna have to invest hundreds and hundreds of rerolls. And this is just rerolling the actual talents on them. Not to mention, if you haven't crafted them at full max stats using recipes, you're gonna have to recreate them or reroll them with baskets or materials as well, or primary stats rerolls as well. Not to mention the secondary basket rerolls as well. Okay, so going to 5. After you've done all that, you're gonna have to slot in the actual abilities that you want to use on it as well, and make sure you meet the requirements for the abilities, and you have the skill tree that the ability asks for, right? Not to mention that those can also be overclocked and upgraded themselves as well, so you're gonna have to grind for that shit as well. And this is just for one fucking T3. Now you have to do this 6 more times or 5 more times. Like, you see the problem here, there's so fucking much complexity
Look,
just
Argani, so
for those items.
from my point of view, everything that you just mentioned is just preparations for playing the game. For me, that's not actually playing the game. That's just getting ready to play the game.
This is just playing, essentially, this is just all this grind that you have to do for one T3 to be competitive into the game currently. Just to play the game as to make the game as fun as possible for you. Otherwise, you're gonna run with like garbage that's all over the place, and whenever you get killed doing bosses, for example, or trying to do bosses, it's not gonna feel nice to do, right? So all of this just to have fun in the game, all of this grind, and probably to have one of this at max tip-top condition, you're gonna need probably 30 to 40 hours of grinding to get all of this done.
And then you
Or
die
one
in
of
the
them.
prison island and you lose it.
Yeah, you die in a prison island and you lose it. And said, "Fuck my life, I'm out." Yep. So probably these ones are just gonna be for the PvE part of the game where you don't lose them. Because yeah, you're not gonna use all of this into like you may be, as I said, you're probably not gonna use even T3 in the prison island. You're gonna only use T2 overclocked at best. And even T2 overclocked is already expensive to make. Like,
Yeah,
it's not cheap.
I don't think overclocked is worth it, man. I think
Yeah,
just tier 2 purples, that's it.
yeah.
It's
Tier 2
too
purple is
expensive to
probably
make the
fine.
overclock ones.
Even tier 2 purple is kind of expensive right now.
Well, you just need the kits. I mean, they're not that
Yeah,
hard to
6
get.
kits.
So
They're not hard to get, but they're making it much harder with the new ganking on the boss part of the equation, right?
yeah,
So
but no. Let me see how
it's not
many.
that hard, but yeah. How many do you have right now? I have like 28, I believe.
I
28
only have
T2s.
16 purple tier 2.
Right. So you're not gonna need for a set of full T2 purple, you're gonna need 6 of them each time, essentially. And not to mention, if you want actually max roll stats on those T2s, you're gonna have to do some recipe, craft with some recipes as well. So there's also that. But if you want that, if not, you're gonna have to use a bunch of reroll main values, or and reroll baskets to use to get some interesting things. So it's
Yeah, I
not,
don't know.
the cost is pretty hard.
I'm just stacking tier 2 artifacts in my inventory, in my bank, just so that I can use them in the prison island.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely everybody's gonna just use trash pretty much. Just trash tier T2s that they just have lying around and match the type of T2 you need. Like for example, if you need soldier implant, you just get a soldier implant. 3 of those and something else, and that's it.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's probably what everybody's gonna do, and try to run them as good as you can. The main issue that I find is that if the bosses are hard enough where T2 is not gonna cut it, that's gonna be a huge problem. Because if you need to invest T3 in there and die to some overpowered, like overtuned boss or overtuned mobs or whatever, a mistake from the healer or mistake from somebody else is not gonna feel very fun, right? So they better fucking make those monsters weak enough. If the monsters in the prison alley are the same fucking monster tuned, the same as in the steppes, we're fucked.
Well, man, that's why I mentioned Yaga. So, can you do Yaga with just tier 2?
No, you can't.
So,
Even
there you go.
even specialized, only if you only specialize with magical damage resist, you will not be able to do Yaga. Because even right now, doing Yaga, I don't have specialized all 6 of them, but I pretty much hit like 45%, I believe, a reduction. And the problem is the healers are not able to keep me alive enough to do it. So the main stress point in the Yaga fight is the healer keeping up with the damage, because the tank, there's a hard limit on how much armor you can stack for the fight. So the main stress point is on the healer. So, and the healers cannot keep up right now with T3. So I don't fucking know how you're gonna do that. It looks like they buffed the fucking Yaga again, or something changed, because in the past they used to be fine before the introduction of the mana changes, right? The healers were doing fine. Like we could have done Yaga, no problem. But now it looks like either the healers got nerfed or something changed, because the mana consummation seems to be like the problem most of the time. So yeah, I mean, to put it, we just did Raptor yesterday, and the healer cannot keep me up on the Raptor, not to mention the Yaga.
Yeah, that was actually hard. And the, what do you call it, the overclocked oxygenating is almost useless now.
Yeah, as I said, they nerf it to the ground. It's almost useless. Even if you have it, it's just not good enough.
Yep.
Even if everybody has it. So that's also a problem, right? And Yaga is a lot more demanding on the healer than the Raptor.
Yep.
So the magical damage is a lot more as well. I think it's like 600 per hit or some bullshit like that. It's very, very stressful on the hero. And you can't really dodge them unless everybody just spreads out. I'm pretty sure those like skulls go through walls as well. They go through walls, go through trees as well. So great design there.
Well, those are not that hard to dodge. I don't know. I looked at Scourge with a group doing Yaga, and if everyone knows what they're doing, it didn't seem that hard. Because you don't have to face tank it.
Yeah, but you have to spread out.
Yeah,
And
oh,
they also
definitely.
have homing, by the way. They do have homing at close proximity.
Yeah, but if you're a bit farther away from it, I mean, you can dodge them. They're not that
Yeah,
hard.
but I mean, you're forced to do that right now because the healers are not keeping up and I cannot tank them. So even with a specialized base, you're not going to be able to tank them, like specialized magical build. So not to mention, to create an actually specialized magical build, you have to invest resources as well. And investing resources just to tank Yaga, it's not worth it. When there's only the Yagas that actually have that magical attack, or Yaga is the only boss that has a lot of magical attacks in it. The
Well,
other ones are pure physical.
I'm guessing in PvP, there's gonna be a lot of people doing magical attack.
There's gonna be quite a lot, yeah. Although to be honest, probably it is still gonna be the same shit. Like try to kill the healer, fail to kill the healer, you cannot do much because the healer is there. But yeah. Now apart that, I kind of like what they did with the new runes. Like they feel very interesting. All of them, they feel very unique, and I like that. But it's again a lot more complexity than it should be here.
Yep, yeah.
This is so fucking complex. You need a fucking diplomat to actually get through this shit.
Yeah.
Like one rule to actually in assuming all of these runes don't have bugs and work correctly as stipulated in their description, which I'm not betting on that, by the way. I'm pretty sure some of them are gonna either be broken or don't work correctly. And that's the main problem here, because if I were to invest a shit ton, and I mean a shit ton of resources into creating one of these overclocked runes, and they don't work, I'm gonna be pissed.
Your satisfaction is our mission.
Oh, and you have to build them yourself. You can't trade them. Fuck me.
Yeah, the T3s. The T3s, you have to build them yourself. The T3s, specifically the T3s, the T2s overclocked, and so on. Right, all the overclocked and upgraded, you have to build them yourself. Unless they said they're gonna introduce... What is it? They said they're gonna introduce a way to unbind things. But the cost for that shit is gonna be horrendously expensive. Like, if I were to create a T3 overclocked purple, I don't know, rune, and it's binded to me, and I have to use the unbind as well, the price of that is gonna be like fucking sky high. Like, one of them. So, yeah. It's gonna be horrendously expensive. I still want them to add, one thing I want them to add is the ability to extract without destroying the item. Extract runes and chips without destroying the items. But I know that probably they're not gonna introduce that, or if they're gonna introduce it, it's gonna be very rare. Because they do want you to continuously farm like a fucking rat. Farm in there to get other to replace them. So, fucking A.
Yeah. Oh, well. We'll see, I guess.
No, I mean, another good thing Have you seen the talent tree, how it looks now? You can skip around nodes and like
Yeah,
go in
yeah, yeah. I
zigzag.
saw it. I saw it. Yeah.
That's also pretty good because now you can just pretty much get the talents that you want. I'm
Yeah,
also
man. But I don't
curious.
know.
That's
The
actually a good change.
the weapon masteries, you mean?
Yeah, the weapon master, not the talents.
Yeah.
The weapon master, yeah.
The thing is that I don't know how it's for the other classes, but for Destroyer, the weapon masteries they always seemed like very underwhelming. Uh, I don't find them very impactful. Like, so from my point of view, the only weapon mastery that actually matters is the one that makes the war cry AOE, and that affects group members. But other than that, I mean, yeah, okay, sure, they give something, but yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
mean, I haven't seen that many either on Legionnaire that are very good. There's a few of them that will be good, but they are very short duration. Where, for example, I mean, let's take Mirror Shield, for example, right? You gain a shield for 3 seconds that reflects the damage from the next incoming ability, right? That will be like amazing if you think about it, because Reflect is gonna just send the damage back, but you're still gonna take the damage. Essentially, it gives you more DPS. This is very good for tanking. It just gives you more aggro. But again, there's only like 3 seconds, and you're gonna have to spend like 2 additional weapon masteries. You're gonna have to get 2 more weapon masteries to get it to 5 seconds. And I don't think 5 seconds is even good. Like in
yeah.
PvP probably is not gonna be very good, and PvE is gonna be decently good. But yeah, so I do like that they allowed us to go around the board however we like, because some of the abilities, like there's some of them that are so garbage, I will not pick them unless I'm forced to pick them, right? But most of them for the Legionnaire are decently good. So it might be that your class is just
Trash.
yeah, or they
Yeah.
only have like very few that are good. But
Yeah.
most of them most of ours are pretty decent. And I'm looking at the upgrades, how the weapon mastery upgrades are gonna work. They're very linear passive upgrades, but still they're decently good. What I'm mostly interested and hyped about is the T3 weapons. Also, have you looked at the fucking AP on the bows?
No.
Let me tell you how much AP the fucking bows have. So we're going from 40 to 80 AP at most on our spears, right, as a Legionnaire. And the fucking Rangers are going to 300 AP on the bow.
Wait a minute. AP. Do you mean weapon damage?
No, not the DPS. The actual AP on the weapon. Where the crap is it?
Bows have attack power on weapons.
Yeah, bows always have attack power. AP. All the weapons have AP on them. Let's see. So
I think we're talking about something. No, weapons have weapon damage on them.
no, they have AP. They don't have weapon damage. They have damage per second. Oh no, they do have weapon damage, but the sign is the same as the AP.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, weapon damage is added to the AP.
AP.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
AP.
yeah.
It's still the same. I don't know why it's called different. It's called weapon damage, but it's actually AP. Huh. Very, very strange there. But essentially, it's AP.
Mm-hmm.
So they have 300. Yeah, look at these fucking bows, by the way. 33.3 to 300 weapon damage. Essentially AP.
That's gotta
Jesus
be a typo,
Christ.
man.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's like 10 times better, almost 10 times. Okay, not 10 times, 6 times better than current weapons.
Yeah.
It's
Are
absurd.
you fucking kidding me?
No, that's
This
gotta be a
is
typo. There's no way.
no, I mean it can't be a typo because there are other bows that also have 28 to 120. But there is some of them, and boy, you guessed it, the ones that you want are the ones with 300, and they
Dude,
have crit
even
chance as well.
120. Okay, so I don't know if it's different on both, but my sword has 50 weapon damage, 50 AP, 50 max HP.
Your swords are gonna have, let's see. So you are destroyer, right?
Yeah,
Looks like you have a cap or about between, I would say, 85. There is one with 85, one to 100, one at 150. Looks
that no,
like the
that's
most you can
absurd,
get.
man.
Oh no,
The,
no, you do have one to 300 as well.
yeah, that's absurd. Like
I don't fucking know
six
what they're
times
doing here.
more damage. No, this is insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah, so you can get to 300 AP just from the weapon, by the way. This is just from the weapon. Not to mention, you can get a lot more just from like multipliers and shit, like talent trees. You can probably reach 600 maybe, 6 to 700 AP. Now, once they introduce this, if they leave it like this on the archers and also on the destroyers. And the fun part is the ones, as I said, for the archer, the ones that have 300, there's not all of them have 300, but some of them. The ones that have it are the ones that you're going to pick anyway, because there's the ones that have physical crit chance and crit multiplier and lifesteal.
A punishing pace.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm still thinking those numbers are just placeholders because they're absurdly high.
I'm
They
fucking
can't be
hoping
that
they are.
stupid. No, I mean, they can't be that stupid making something so overpowered. I mean,
Surely, yeah.
look, man, my hope is that they actually learn their lesson from when we had the huge gap between the tier 3 artifacts and the tier 2 ones, where it was the gap between these two was insane. Even now it's pretty big, but it was insane. And I'm thinking that they learned their lesson from this, and they're not gonna do something like this. I mean, it's absurd.
I'm thinking they're gonna add them exactly as they are here, and there are gonna be a lot of concerns. Like it's gonna be very, very bad, very bad.
Well, if that's the case,
also,
then basically there's no point in playing the game until you get tier 3. So
yeah, the jump from tier 2 weapons to tier 3 is gonna be like fucking ridiculous,
yeah,
ridiculous, and yeah. Oh, looks like also we also have one. Legionnaire has one from 16.6 damage to 200 weapon damage. Great. Absolutely fucking fantastic. So everybody's gonna just pick that one. Because who the fuck will pick the other ones? Like the jump is way too big. It's either you pick that one or you pick one that has 14.2 to 80 damage. Like what the fuck? This is double and so yeah, it's just ridiculous.
yeah, I don't know about that. Well, okay, man, I'm gonna go watch a movie or something.
I stride on.
Yeah, I'll probably
I'll
play
see you
something else
again
as well.
on Monday, I think, or Sunday. Enjoy your trading.
No, I am done trading, and I'm just gonna play some other games. I don't really know what to play though. Like, what's good still?
I don't know. I have the same problem, so I don't know.
What are you playing?